We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting it. Shout out to him and what he did. If we can, just let's just put the camera. I don't want my shot to even I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. I should look like fresh off the goddamn plane. That's
from the card stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Pause for a minute. It's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle over the frosted flakes because we used to
What the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this for me.
Kevin Hart is reportedly in a state of panic after 50 Cent released some startling footage involving him and Diddy. While Kevin is famous for his humor and quick wit, there's nothing amusing about the potential fallout from this revelation. Known for his knack for stirring controversy, 50 Cent seems to have set his sights on Kevin and Diddy, unleashing a bombshell that's got everyone buzzing.
In the Diddy lawsuit that was filed by Little Rod, obviously people are looking more into that, as it does seem, as the days go on, to have a high probability of being accurate, or at least some of the stuff being accurate. I'm going to say alleged, because in the lawsuit it is alleged that 50 Cent, his ex, who goes by the name of Daphne Joy, who is a model, and I believe they have a kid together, was named as a quote-unquote sex worker for Diddy. That prompted 50 to go after her, and apparently they're like in some kind of custody battle now over their kid. I just wanted to get your thoughts on, 50 always trolled him, but what are your thoughts now that it looks like, according to the lawsuit anyway, they took a shot at his ex?
Yeah. Well, 50, he learned that from 50. Don't y'all remember what 50 did with Rick Ross' wife? And how he trolled Rick Ross? So he got that from Rick, from 50, I think. Or unless she just outright, straight up, just like being around those type of men, men that, in the music business, or that's successful, or that can buy her a nice purse or whatever. But, because she obviously was getting paid. I'm sure if 50 was just giving her $10,000 for child support, she's doing all right. She can do all right. Or, she just like to have sex. I don't know. But yeah, I think Puffy only gave her that job because he was paying back 50, because 50 been trolling Puff for a while. Y'all know that. Or Diddy. I forgot he changed his name to Diddy. And so I would never go to war with 50 Cent. 50 Cent can call me every name in the book, and because that nigga's the ultimate troll. I still laugh when I need a laugh. I go and watch when he posted that online about Floyd Mayweather and the book and the reading and stuff. I've been telling y'all, 50 and Snoop are great Instagram followers. But that's another person that's probably shitting too, huh? Snoop Dogg, forgot about Snoopy. But anyway, yeah. It's unfortunate that 50 had to go through that, but I don't blame Puff. That's how I would get him back too. I would have hired her too if I had money like that. And 50 know what he did it to Rick Ross. When he took his wife shopping and did an interview and exposed him about being a cop, which shit, I don't see a problem with that. Don't understand why you youngsters had a problem with that. But okay, I got it. Y'all hate the police, all right. But you should only hate crooked cops. Not because there's some good cops out there. But hey, that was what I get from it. You know, payback is a mother. Y'all call it karma, we call it payback. And I think that's what's going from that, and that's what happened. I hope it turns out that she was just had a job and it's not true, and people just making the allegations against people. Because I know my girl Capricorn worked over there, and I know she wasn't doing nothing like that with him. So everybody that was employed by him wasn't doing that. That just goes to show you, though, that these people are not going to prison for nobody. Gene Deal told y'all. Didn't y'all hear Gene saying, if they ask, we're telling. And that's pretty much how people think. And that don't have this quote snitching or gang, all you tough guys on the keyboards and all of that. Once you set in that table or that tape, y'all go watch 48 Hours and y'all see what people does. Get diarrhea out the mouth. And that's what's going to happen with Puffy. A lot of people going to get contacted. They're going to be contacting a lot of people. And hopefully some of them was just actually workers. And but hey, 50 been trolling Puffy, and so he was supposed to did that. I would have did that if I had the money to hire somebody and play with their ex-wives. And so, yeah.
The footage 50 Cent teased on social media reportedly captures Kevin Hart and Diddy in a situation that's sure to raise eyebrows. 50 Cent is known for calling people out, but when he drops evidence like this, it's a sign that things are getting serious. Kevin Hart, typically ready with a witty retort or a joke, has been uncharacteristically silent. Insiders suggest he's in a scramble, trying to navigate the potential fallout from this unexpected reveal.
Yeah, I ain't know that, man. But how you feel about Miami Beach taking Diddy Day away?
Bruh, just like New York, just like Mount Vernon, New York City, Mount Vernon, and Miami, all that is the same, bruh. Nobody wants to be near him. Nobody wants to touch what he touched, be where he at. You understand? It's crazy, bruh, how his fall from grace, which was never from grace, it's just like the devil just kicked him out of hell, because he was never in nothing graceful and did anything graceful. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you say about, okay, he did the music, he had the bad boy legacy and everything like that, man. But, you know, a few albums, a few people, you know, made to be famous, but they not here to tell their story. Black Rob, Biggie, Craig Mack. They not here to tell their story, bro. And now you got everybody telling his story.
Yeah, and I know 50, he did a recent interview with US Weekly saying that the reason why rappers are quiet about, you know, Diddy's situation is because they've been to his parties and they don't know what got caught on tape.
Bruh, those people who was caught at Diddy party did not know that he had 250 tape recorders in that house. That's a big house. But he had 250 tape recorders in that house that they took, that the feds found. So now with them finding all that and you being at a Diddy party, you know you may have done something that was caught on one of those tapes. You just better pray to God that they don't recognize you. Those people who know that they did something, no, they're not going to speak out. They're not going to say nothing. What part of the game is that? They are not going to come forward and tell on themselves. Nah, not at all. Ice Cube, he said it himself, bro. He said that Diddy's been targeted because of what he said about those folks and those people. Now, the people who was on those tapes may feel like Diddy might be targeting them. Because if he's asked about who is this, who is that, and he's under oath with the federal government, he got to tell them. He's not going to plead the fifth.
Yeah, I know that got to be a terrible feeling, man. You know you did something wrong at Diddy party, and you hoping and praying that it's not caught on tape.
But they don't think they did nothing wrong. That's their lifestyle. That's their lifestyle, bro. I ask guys all the time, if two men lay down, how many homos get up? What you mean? Ain't mean what I mean. It's what it is.
This entire story has people speculating that Kevin isn't just tangled up in shady dealings with Diddy, but that Diddy might have had a hand in shaping his career. These allegations are more than just rumors. They strike at the core of Kevin's reputation and could have serious implications for his career.
So here's the question. Here's the reality of life. Someone says something so convincingly, you believe him. Cat has the ability that when he talks, it makes it sound like he's telling the truth. What is an industry plant? Like, what is that? Like, when I first heard it, I hear you say it. What is an industry plant? No one plants someone in the business, right? And gives them hundreds of millions of dollars to be a plant. See, comics, again, actors will say a plant, you got to go into some alleyway to give sexual favors to make it in this business. And Kevin worked hard. He was at the right place at the right time. I know his team, he got a couple real guys on his team that came up in the streets with me. I don't have to say no names, but a couple of his people came from the streets with me out of Long Beach, and they really about that thing. And they all on his team, they changed their lives around. They're all doing well. It's no industry plant. This is just hard work. The guys behind him are mentally and street smart, and they know how to do it, and they're doing it. So to the world, there's no such thing as no industry plant. There's no secret society. There's no person on this planet that got offered $50 million 4 times and turned it down because they felt like they're gonna have to get favors in a back room. Do you know what you've got to do to get $50 million a movie? $50 million now. Tom Cruise ain't even getting $50 million a movie. The only person that had that opportunity as a stand-up comedian was Eddie Murphy, Chris Tucker. Because when Chris Tucker started doing Jackie Chan, he was getting $30 million a movie. Why was he getting $30 million a movie? Because he was a box office drawer. What does that calculate, ladies and gentlemen? That means your movies was bringing in big money. For someone to give you $30 million, yo, you was killing it at the box office with a track record of movies. You had movies, one after the other, that was a hit after hit after hit. And the movie industry felt that you were so good, they gave you this kind of money. Cat doesn't have that track record.
How you feel about Kevin Hart as a comedian?
Here's my honest opinion. Years ago, I had said something on the Breakfast Club. I said, Kevin Hart is not that funny. I said, Kevin Hart is a nice guy. And the way they edited it made it seem like I was truly saying Kevin Hart wasn't funny. Kevin Hart is very funny. It's just that some of the things I had saw back in the day wasn't his whole set. So one night, I remember after saying this on the Breakfast Club, I'm actually watching TV, and Kevin Hart's special comes, I think it was on MTV or Showtime. And he had me rolling, dog. He really did. I'll be the first to say it on your show. Kevin Hart hearing me roll. Because sometimes you can watch certain things. You can watch a certain, maybe 3-4 minutes, and people assume, oh, he's not funny. But sometimes you gotta watch a comic, and I really don't watch comedians. So Kevin Hart, I watched that whole show. 4 comedy specials I watched in my career. Delirious with Eddie Murphy, Raw from Eddie Murphy, Bigger and Blacker with Chris Rock, which I think is one of the greatest stand-up comedy specials, because I knew Chris Rock for years and I thought he was semi-funny. And when I saw him do that show at the Apollo, he was on a whole nother level, to the point I thought he was on drugs, because his eyes was wide, he was hyped, and he was just on a whole nother level. And that show that I saw Kevin Hart, and I will honestly say Kevin Hart was funny. But what comedians, and I want them to know, the longer you stay in this business as a comedian, the better you become. Comedy is based on your experiences in life. And the older you become, the better you will be. This is a fact. I was funny back in the day, but I'm much funnier and have more wisdom now than I ever had years ago. And I've been doing this 40 years.
50 Cent has been targeting Diddy for quite some time now. He's not only been tearing down Diddy's image, but is also extending his attacks to those in Diddy's inner circle. His relentless pursuit seems aimed at dismantling Diddy's entire network.
Kevin Hart's manager was somehow involved in Monique's career.
I was trying to, just talk about my relationship with Monique before, how much I know of Monique. And that besides that, and then Monique just been a hardworking woman. She moved to LA and she worked hard, got herself a TV show, and just kept going. Superstar she became. And I guess she went through some things. Oscar winner, won the Oscars. How many comedians have won an Oscar? Her and freaking Jamie Foxx. I think there's only 2 comedians ever won an Oscar.
Comedians who won Oscars. Her and Jamie Foxx. I think you're right.
Might be that.
Well, no.
Eddie was nominated, but he didn't win, right?
Wait. Mr. Doubtfire. Robin Williams.
He did.
Robin Williams is definitely an Oscar winner. Multiple Oscar winner, I believe.
Okay.
And he's definitely a stand-up comedian.
Right. But let me say black comedians then. How about that? I think this got to be the only 2.
The list goes down.
Okay. All right. So we're going to fast forward to Monique, won Oscars. And I don't know the details of the issues she's had with these big timers,
Whoopi Goldberg.
Who she did for what?
Whoopi Goldberg won an Oscar for The Color Purple. Oh, no, wait, nominated. Oh, wait, nominated.
Exactly.
Nominated. Yeah. No, you're right.
Even Eddie was nominated for what's it called? The Girls movie?
Dreamgirls.
Dreamgirls, yeah.
Man, I think he might be right. No, Whoopi Goldberg won for Ghost.
She did, supporting actress.
Yes, supporting actress for Ghost.
Oh, she was great.
She's definitely a stand-up comedian.
She was great in Ghost.
That's how she got her start.
Damn, Whoopi was great.
Whoopi.
Yeah.
Yes.
So these things happen, and then she had issues with these big timers, big producers. And I think she said she went on Kev podcast. Kev out of the podcast, and they talked, and then Kev tried to help her get through what she was going through. He offered to make phone calls to Tyler. But she said he said, I know Tyler. I'll call Tyler. According to her interview, she said Kev said Tyler, but he didn't know much about Oprah Winfrey. And he said he called Tyler, but Tyler didn't want to. He didn't want to be bothered, whatever the situation was. And then she also mentioned Kev, when she was down, Kev wrote her a check. So that's one I didn't like Kevin mentioned when it came to gatekeeper in that situation.
So she called him a gatekeeper.
The thing about it, and don't get it wrong, she did thank him for everything she did. But when I first saw the interview, I didn't watch the whole interview. I saw the clips on just a clip of her talking about Kev, and I said, let me read the comments, and that's what I went and read the comments, and the comments was all destroying Kev. Kev did. I'm like, then I said, let me go watch it. Then I watched it. I'm like, okay, what did Kev do wrong? Kev got you on the podcast just to because Kev is so big and so lovable in the industry that, if he brings somebody on, You know, it'll help people have different thoughts about that person. You know, Kev brought you on his platform, attempted to, you know, made a call to people you have issues with. You know, if things didn't work out, it didn't work out. He tried. You know, you become a gatekeeper. Was the gate too tall for his short ass? You know, he couldn't get over the gate. You know what I mean? He tried, but the gate was too high. He couldn't get you through there. And you say he ghosted you. You know, but listen, we are in Hollywood. Sometimes we should be able to catch the hint. Yeah, somebody should, you know, if I hit up Shaq, if I run into Shaq and I'm like, hey Shaq, you know, I need to do this. He said, okay, Mike, I got you, and he don't call me, I'm not getting upset. It's Hollywood, he's busy. Think people have things to do sometimes. If somebody can't do something, they won't call you and say, hey, I can't do it, man. I think we are old enough mature enough to understand, you know, because he goes to you, because he didn't call you back, he probably tried, there's not much he could do. And you being a mature person, you should catch it, like, you know what? Maybe he tried, he couldn't get it done. And because of that, I'm not gonna put him down. I'm not gonna say, all right. You know what I'm saying? And you know, me and Kev have had our ups and downs. You know, we've had our beefs here and there.
Right.
You know, but wrong is wrong, right is right. You know, and I just felt like whether he's ghost or not ghost, I mean, he tried to help you. If he didn't reach out, it shouldn't be a big deal.
50 Cent escalated things further by threatening to throw hands with Stevie J after he publicly took Diddy's side. This move shows 50 Cent's no-holds-barred approach to anyone aligning with his rival.
The nigga Puff was like, first he was amping him to get style. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to, you know, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it.
This is
Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga fucking. This nigga just tell me he'd take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. But there's a little fruit pie. It's a fruit pie. It's a fruit pie. Trust me. You see these little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there, sitting out there for no reason. If you don't see accident pictures with me like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look. Later you gonna find out a little shit that I be saying be real. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, listen. I'm trying to tell you the truth. But the truth, sometimes it hurts.
Right.
It hurts people and they don't want to hear that shit. But I'm trying to tell you, nigga asked me, could he take me shopping? And it fucked me up because I'm looking like, what the fuck did this nigga just say? I want to take you shopping. I got a bankroll out this motherfucker. I want to take you shopping. Why? Because when you walk around looking so motherfucking good, I'm going to feel like, God damn it, that motherfucker with me. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. But when a nigga tell me he want to take me shopping, what the fuck is the matter with this nigga?
Wait, hold on. But where was this at?
This was at the wedding. Right after the wedding.
I'm beefing with Steve Stout, and Puff is telling you he's going to take you shopping.
After the shit was over. Swear to God. Swear to God.
Everybody going to want to be at Chris Lady's wedding right now. Everybody going to be like, yo, I was there.
And I'm bugging because look, while they was sitting there at the wedding, like I'm like this, look, because you know they hit.
Right.
Both Stout and Puff.
Okay, yes, they hit.
They fucked the Veronica, the girl that Chris was married.
Whoa, this is awkward. We did not know that.
So I'm sitting there like, what the fuck kind of shit we got going on?
Oh man,
goddamn! Like my own little.
I guess our angel alert.
I know, you supposed to jump in like chill.
I was gonna follow, son.
God,
I'm still the follow.
It is what it is. Now you gave me alcohol. Listen.
Did we take that shot already?
No, but this is the kind of awkward shit that was going on at the same time.
Damn,
so
I didn't know
I'm sitting there looking, going like, what the fuck is okay? Okay, maybe this is one of those things where because I'm from the neighborhood, I don't understand what's really going on, right? And it was just his own little thing. Like Chris didn't give a fuck. I guess it was have everybody here so they know I'm secure. And I don't care about none of that shit and everything's like, and I'm going through my own little feelings.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how that works.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Like, that's what happened. And it was like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, that was her get that. That was her type. You know what I'm saying? Like, executive type. Like, you want to tell me you went to school, shit like that? You better tell me you got no gag reflex.
I'm gonna turn this serious.
I don't know if bringing that up is a good idea.
So I'm gonna bring it serious. One question, and we're gonna move on from this.
Right.
But Chris basically managed you your whole career.
Yeah.
Chris managed me basically my whole career. I'm sorry to ask this question, but we're gonna both ask the question. Do you think he committed suicide?
Nah, I don't believe that.
So,
I don't believe he killed himself.
So what do you believe? Because you hired an investigator?
Yeah, I hired investigators for it because I didn't believe, like, for Tiffany.
The daughter, that's the daughter. Yeah.
I did that, you know what I'm saying? Because her and his mother and his family, his brothers and them didn't believe in that, so I paid for it. But
But you personally, what do you believe?
Not like I spoke to him right before
the day. The same day or the day before you?
The night before, like, it was like he was still under the weather. Like, he was still under the weather because he went to the doctor and came out. He was like talking real low and shit. And I was getting my hair cut. And we was talking on the FaceTime shit, so you don't have to. It's long distance. I was in Germany at the their Consumer Electronics Convention.
All right.
So when I'm talking to him, he was like, yeah, real soft spoken because he, wasn't feeling good.
Right.
And then Shorty came in and said, you on the phone? She was real mad, like, what the fuck? And I was like, like, we laughed at what was going on. And after he said, yo, I'll call you back. Because he was just out of it, like he was sick, so he couldn't. The fuck, you on the phone? Da-da! She went after him, and I was like, damn. And it was funny to us because we didn't really. At that point, he wasn't going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was just something to laugh at, like he just got some shit going on at the house.
Right.
Then later you look at it and you go, wait, this shit don't feel right because the nigga, he didn't have the energy at that point to reciprocate or to fight.
So you think that she had it done?
I don't know. I won't put that on nobody.
Yeah, don't put that on.
But I don't.
But what do you
I don't
think?
believe he just knocked himself off like that.
I can't believe that neither.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like I know this is a touching point for both of us.
Yeah.
But I look at you face to face, man to man.
Let me tell you something.
I don't believe that neither.
When they try to say,
but are we in denial? Like let's just keep it real. Are we
no.
You in denial with your pettiness?
Listen,
but I know that. But what I'm saying is, are we, me and you? Because I'm with you on this 100%. Are we in denial? Because I did hear like some funny stories one night. I just hung out somewhere and it was actually me and my wife. I don't want to blow up who I talked to.
Look at this, look. All the funny stories and all that shit I heard. Everything you can think of, I heard.
I know. You had to hear what I heard.
Now, what's happening is when they start to say it's...
The public's reaction to Diddy's humiliation has been nothing short of priceless. People are reveling in the drama, and the buzz around it shows just how captivated everyone is by this unfolding saga.
Well, I go way back when Stevie J first came to Bad Boy, after they left Uptown Records and everything like that. And Stevie J and Puff fell out real bad over, it could have been producer credits and the whole 9 yards. But Stevie J didn't F with him until Love and Hip Hop. When Stevie J went to Love and Hip Hop and he became famous from that, Puff called him over there and they had a meeting, and I guess they rekindled their friendship. Cause I used to bodyguard Stevie J and go to different clubs. I got pictures and everything. Stevie J didn't mess with Puff, until after that Love and Hip Hop thing went down, So now they back cool. What got me about the stuff like that them being back cool, that Stevie J went on TMZ and was speaking up on behalf of Diddy. Now, if anybody I want speaking up behalf of me, or I had anybody speaking up on my behalf, it wouldn't be Stevie J. You understand? I don't think that an individual of his caliber is capable or can be trusted in a way that I would like for him based on his actions on television and who he is as a person, what he has been shown as an individual, is a type of individual that I would have speaking on my behalf. Come on, we know he's a drug abuser. We know that he's been seen putting his hands on women in the wrong way. And I don't know, that shit is crumbling, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you can always say this, man. And the infamous words of one of the world's greatest comedians, Richard Pryor, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Why you say that? Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Because LaRob said that they be doing the liquid cocaine in the bottles, in the Ciroc bottles. We know Stevie J been in countless rehabs back and forth. We know, we've heard of Puff being in rehabs, secretly going to rehabs too. So, my man, when you get on those type of psychotropical, I think it's psychotropical drugs, man, and you start believing your own bullshit, and them two individuals together, man, you know they got to be crazy. Something got to be wrong with when he sit up there and he said that he want to challenge 50. And I don't know much about that clout shit. Him challenging 50 to a fight, and we seen how 50 Cent, we seen how Stevie J fight on Love and Hip Hop and all that other bullshit. Him, Scrappy, him, this other cat. My man, there's no way. There's no way. He don't want it with 50, bro. That's if that ain't cocaine, the Pope ain't Catholic.
So you feel like 50 Cent would give Stevie J that work?
It wouldn't even be a job. 50 Cent will whoop niggas like Stevie J on the way to a real fight.
You seen 50 fight before?
I ain't never seen 50 fight. I seen some tapes of him get down on that end, but I never seen him fight in person. But I know the demeanor of a man. I was with 50 Cent on a couple of occasions, and one occasion, it was just me and 50 and about probably 6 other dudes that didn't want to get out the car because he was ready to get down. And you could see it in him. You could see he got it in him like that. I'm looking at him. I wrote this shit about this shit in my book. 50 ain't back, he don't back down, bro. And you could see when you know a dude is about it and got it in him, you could see it in his eyes. You could see it in the way he carry himself. You see how he threw his own man in the bushes, Tony Yayo. They got tapes on 50 getting down boxing. I've seen takes on him. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen him in person, you know, as far as fighting. I've been with him in person, but he got it in him, bro.
But yeah, that caught me by surprise because I always knew that Stevie J, he did production for Bad Boy, but I never knew him and Diddy was that close until, you know, as of late, you know, since the raid. So,
yo, they was close. Bro, Stevie J and Puff was like pots and pans back in the day. I don't know what happened between them, but something happened on the producing credit side that Stevie J stopped effing with him. And Stevie wasn't dealing with him at all. He was just doing more stuff for Jodeci than he was Bad Boy.
50 Cent will likely keep up his relentless trolling until his last breath, and when that day comes, Hollywood might collectively breathe a sigh of relief. His antics have kept everyone on edge, and it seems he's not planning to let up anytime soon.
Because I remember he was on...
Because you're Vlad, I've waited all this time to give you this. I'll give you the answer.
Okay.
But, if you talk to me about 50, in this case, I'm gonna say he been talking to the police. He's been talking, and I'm not saying I think he hello, yeah, this Curtis. I think he does that. He's a very unique individual because here's a guy who starts beef and pretends that he is the bully and the roughest, toughest nigga on the face of the earth, right? And then he tells on you. It's like the biggest oxymoron and the biggest mind fucking trickery to the public. With, you know, those that don't know think this guy's ill and he's tough. But when you look at it, and please 50, if you're looking, he asked the question. I don't give a fuck about talking about you. And I know you'll make a meme. Go ahead, make a meme or some shit, right? But he's fooled the world.
Well, I mean, I remember.
He says we're pussy. And I'm soft and pussy. But he's the one that got shit done to him. And how are we pussy? Like, when you think about that, we're pussy. You the one that got touched. But, my man says it all the time. Yeah, 50 don't want beef. He wants everyone to go to jail. Jimmy Henchman, like they roughed up his son.
Yeah.
Right. So when he takes care and does what any man would do who touches his son or whatever, and these guys is telling. Yeah, they calling and telling. So, if we talk conspiracy theory, we're just talking conspiracy theories, right? But if you get shot, what's going to happen?
If I get shot?
If you get shot, what you think is going to happen?
I would go to the police.
No, what I'm saying is they're coming to you. When you're in your bed, shot the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
I think the police and the feds came to him. And I think he told them a great story of Irv Gotti and Kenneth Supreme McGriff. And I think he's been telling them stories. I think he still tells them stories, which kind of probably makes him feel untouchable because he's with the police. So he could beef with anybody. He's with the police.
Well, I think the most interesting thing, and I'm going to leave, the other stuff is between y'all, but I think from the outside looking in, the fact that he would make fun of Ja Rule for singing, but he really made a lot of his career by singing
Engine of
and
chaos.
being melodic.
It's an engine of chaos. Certain people say, you get shot here, right? He got shot in his mouth. You're like, that's inches, right? This is just me talking, everybody. It's not a thing, but who saved him? People be like, God. Your first thing is, God saved this guy. Maybe the devil, maybe Satan saved him. Because he's a great engine of chaos. I don't think God would save somebody who moves like that. I don't think God would save somebody who disrespects his own family and is just everything you think of 50 is just negative. He's just an engine of negativity, beef, chaos. Sounds like he's with Satan to me, man. I think, Satan was like, I'm gonna use you. You're gonna be great for me. Satan is the angel of music. You know the story of Satan?
Satan is the angel of music?
Satan was an angel.
Well, I know he was an angel.
He got banished.
A fallen angel.
Right. He got banished because he thought he was bigger than God. And banished him to hell. I know about this because a segue is I have a movie with Paramount that I'm making. Thank you, Paramount and Bob Backish. And it's the story of a rapper who sells his soul to the devil to gain the heights of fame and fortune.
Are you saying the story is about 50? Okay.
No, it's not about 50 at all.
Okay, got it.
It's just a dope story.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? Because I see parallels within the hip hop world and the hip hop community where like most rappers, they have a girlfriend, ride or die. Mm-hmm. As soon as when they become big, they fucking everybody. You can easily put that that's the devil's work. With hip hop, it's a lot of chaos with beefs and competition. You can put the devil associated with that. You know what I'm saying?
The documentary feels like something straight out of a movie. Just picture it. facing 7 lawsuits, and then JOP turns around and sells the whole story to Netflix. It's the kind of drama that blurs the lines between real life and entertainment.
I'll be honest. I've been following 50 Cent essentially from day one. You know, I had just moved to New York when his mixtape started popping, and I saw the ascension of 50 Cent and everything else like that. And 50 Cent, even though he does the funny comedy stuff, and so forth, when he's dissing somebody, he is known for dropping hot diss records.
Yeah.
Was it Piggy Bank, Wankster, just a lot of back down,
murder,
all that. And when Meek dissed him on a record, so I grabbed my popcorn and I'm like, I cannot wait for this 50 Cent diss record to come out. Like, this is about to be epic. And 50 Cent just dropped a whole bunch of memes.
Yeah, but you know what? 50 still may drop music. We don't know. 50's petty. If 50's petty doesn't have an expiration date. It might be a year from now and 50 might just decide, I'm gonna fuck with Meek Mill today. So I can't sleep on 50 when it comes to the music. Like 50 is just that petty. Like it's funny, we was talking, somebody was asking me about 50 when he went at Irv on Instagram, and he said something about Irv Gotti's father. He was like, why don't you hurry up and die on Irv Gotti's father's birthday? And he was like, oh, he went too far. And I'm like, really, he didn't. And the reason I say he didn't go too far is because Irv and Murder Inc. stabbed 50. Allegedly, they got him shot. Mm-hmm. They went too far a long time ago. Okay? They went too far a long time ago. So at this point, to say 50 went too far because he said that, nah, I don't think so. And to be honest with you, I thought it was ridiculous of Meek to go attack 50. You ain't even cleaned up your other situation yet, right? With Drake. Don't even. Why even go? Why even do that? Like, leave that alone. Now all you're doing is you already got this fucking land fucking. You just got this landfill of shit. Meek Mill. All you did was add more shit on top of that. You ain't even cleaned up the landfill that got caused last year. Clean that up first. Then go at 50.
Right. And 50 won't stop ever.
Never.
50 is still dissing Ja Rule.
But that's different though, because that started in the street. Like they tried to kill 50 a couple times. Alleged. I mean, it's not. I mean, they always talk about how they ran up on him and stabbed him.
Right.
So one is for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
The 9 shots is alleged. Yeah. We don't. That came from somebody. But either way, you tried to kill me. You can't be mad at a motherfucker who won't stop because you tried to kill him. See, this is this thing that I was talking about this yesterday. We got to stop this whole forgiveness shit. Forgiveness is overrated. Everything isn't forgivable. If somebody kills your mom, somebody causes harm to your children, why do you have to forgive that person? You're not the victim. I mean, you're the victim, not them.
Yeah.
Fuck them forever.
Yeah.
It's okay for 50 to feel like fuck Murder Inc. forever. And I like Murder Inc. I like Ja and Irv, good people, man. Sleep on man Harry O. But it's perfectly fine for 50 to feel like fuck them forever.
Yeah. And I think with 50, and I've said this before in interviews, 50, when he beefs with somebody, a lot of times I feel like he's more concerned with the other person losing than with him winning. Like he'll do things that potentially will hurt himself.
He's a suicide bomber.
Yeah.
Holy jihad. So 50 is the guy that's gonna strap up, run in the building, and blow that shit the fuck up, and he don't give a fuck if he blows up with you. He just wants to see you suffer.
Right.
That's 50 Cent.
That's 50 Cent.
That is him. And like I tell people all the time, you do not want to go to war with somebody who gives a fuck less than you do.
Right.
That's what you always got to think about when you go to war with somebody. Do I give a fuck more or less than this person?
Oh yeah.
If you give a fuck less, do it.
And as rich as 50 has gotten, I feel like he still gives no fucks.
Because money don't change you, it just magnifies what you already are.
It sometimes changes you.
I mean, it changes you for the better, but most of the time it just magnifies what you already are. 50 was a crazy motherfucker before money. With money, he's gonna be even a crazier motherfucker because he can afford the lawsuits.
Well, Jay Electronica recently went at 50. You saw that?
I did see that. Listen, man, I fuck with Jay Electronica, but I don't care. And the reason I don't care is because Jay don't give us no music.
That's true.
We need records, man. Like everything else you talking about, whether it's Drake or Cole or Kendrick or 50, none of that matters. Like Jay is the guy, he's like a prize fighter who talks about how he can beat everybody. But he don't fight no fights. We seen you spar a couple times, you know what I'm saying? You might have had one fight, knock somebody out, like, oh shit, you look like you got the potential to really be that guy, but you don't put no music out.
And you know, I mean, just to be fair, Jay Electronica, I think, issued a holy war against me at one point on Twitter. So Jay Electronica is not the biggest Vlad TV fan. But would you say, I mean, could you really say that Jay Electronica is a one-hit wonder? Because Exhibit C is the only thing that I really know from Jay Electronica that I thought was really, really dope.
Nah, he had Exhibit C, he had Exhibit, I think it was B or A, some letter, I don't remember. But he had the shiny suit theory. Like, Jay's had some joints. Like, Jay's put out enough material to make you be like, yo, I fuck with Jay. I mean, he's got a whole mixtape. So it's like, yo, he's put out enough material for him to be a super contender. Like, everybody knows Jay Electronica is phenomenal. But yo, you gotta give us that album to really prove it, or more features or something.
I thought Exhibit C was phenomenal. Everything else I heard from him, I thought was good.
Nah,
but you know, when you have so many, like how many songs does he have with Jay-Z on him? Like 2 or 3?
He had the freestyle over the We Made It beat. He did that, and then Shiny Suit Theory, I think Jay was on. But he put out a record last year. I can't remember the name of that shit. That shit was so dope, man. Listen, I fuck with Jay Electronica, but I just don't like when I see headlines about Jay Electronica says he'll slap 50 Cent or Jay Electronica disses Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, because I'm like, yo, man, fuck all that talking on Periscope. Put your hat in the ring with the music. Let these motherfuckers know how nice you really are. Like,
I mean, I'm looking forward to a Jay Electronica album.
Listen,
like I said, after Exhibit C, I was like, yo, like I thought Exhibit C was phenomenal. Like the way he put the shit together, and you know, like the imagery that he put on that song, you know, was like, yo, this is dope. Like this is, you know, this is dope. And you know, we're still waiting on the album.
I think Jay Electronica is phenomenal, man. I just want to see him put out an album. That's it. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about you the greatest MC or none of that until you show and prove. God, check this out. Show and prove through actions and deeds, not words and lip service.
Yeah, and he said that that Kendrick is my son, but you know, on the control record, a lot of people really don't remember that Jay Electronica is actually on that record. Everyone remembers.
See the third verse, yeah. I mean, the son thing didn't bother me though. I mean, you know, you call your brother son because he shine like one. And I mean, even if you saying Kendrick is my son, that's not even insulting to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take that one as an insult.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see what happens, man. Like I said, I look forward to Jay Electronica album. I'm definitely gonna bump it.
Me too.
We'd love to hear your thoughts on all this drama. Drop your opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates.